Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic, host of Bachelor Nation News. Happy Friday, everyone. TGIF. Let's get into it. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. Follow me on Instagram at DNeals. Patreon.com/Dave Neal for private membership-only content. Demi's Sober Journey. That's right, Demi in the news. And by in the news, I mean she's at the bottom of the barrel. We're scraping. She's not bottom of the barrel, but the content that we're making wouldn't necessarily be newsworthy at a time if we had more news to talk about. But I'm here for you. I'm showing up. You guys are showing up. Hit the like button. That helps promote the video. And we'll get into it. Demi posts this. I haven't had a sip of alcohol in 11 months. I used to be drunk all day, every day. I used to drink almost a bottle of Tito's a day. I honestly never thought I could do this. I never thought I would be able to not drink. This is wild, man. Yeah, as you guys know, we've reported a lot on Demi. Tons going on in her world, finding out she's diagnosed with autism, finding out that she's, or curbing her alcohol addiction. So good for her. And of course, one who knows about addiction is addiction specialist Zach Clark. He says, congrats, keep going. My guarantee is that he keeps getting better. And then we have nice people like this sharing their photos just from a year ago, sobering up. And now look, hey, everyone's addiction's different. I can have a beer. I can have a glass of wine. I can't have a brownie. I have a sugar addiction. My sugar addiction doesn't it doesn't lead me to Taco Bell at 3 a.m. or whatever. I mean, maybe it could if Taco Bell came out with like Taco Bell Supreme brownies, but they don't. Oh boy, would I love a good Taco Choco. Oh my gosh, do you guys remember Taco Choco? My mom could get me to clean the house at the promise of just buying me one Choco Taco. I can't wait to be a parent and I can just like leverage that type of stuff against my kids. If you guys don't know Choco Taco, which by the way, Choco Taco, not the point of this video, but oh my gosh, the original Choco Taco Klondike. Now, could this be considered some sort of cultural appropriation? You betcha. You betcha. But does Choco rhyme with taco? It sure does. And we live in a capitalistic society where they're going to combine chocolate into a taco. And you might go, Dave, that sounds disgusting. It's like, well, listen, hold on. It ain't a real taco. It's a waffle taco with Choco and some nuts in there, some swirly fudge. Holy hell. And you know what? It's healthy for you. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, so that's where my addiction is, as you can tell from the timbre in my voice, as I find some form of sort of satisfaction just by looking. Oh my guys, I just triggered a bunch of you guys on a Friday. I tell you what, go buy a Choco Taco. But you look at people like this just randomly showing their sober journey, and it's good for them. If you're addicted to the bottle, well, I'll say this, and everyone's different, but in a lot of cases, your addiction is just a mask for other pain that you feel, right? So like for me, if I have a good stand-up show, I want to go get street meat, which means, it's like my days in New York City. Street meat is like going to get a pizza on the street, a falafel, those kebab sticks, nuts for nuts, a Choco Taco stand. Should I open a Choco Taco stand? Would you guys come? Anyway, so this says the Choco Taco is owned by Klondike, but I thought the Choco Taco... a Choco Taco Bell. I remember it from my Taco Bell days, but maybe, does it look like they have, does it come in the chocolate taco dessert kit? So it looks like maybe Choco Taco doesn't work with them anymore. So now they have a chocolate taco dessert kit, which sounds like not exactly as good as a Choco Taco. Neither here nor there. Point being, we use, a lot of people in the comment section of my Patreon videos are really ready to go with a good Choco Taco here. Don't send me any. So the point being is that we all have different addictions. If I have a good stand-up set, I want to go home and get a slice of pizza. If I have a bad stand-up set, I want to go home and get a whole pizza. So I use food. That's my thing. My fiance is always like, Dave, you have such an unhealthy thing with food. And I go, yeah, I know. And it could be worse. It could be a different addiction that's far worse. Although I have to tell you, in my personal opinion, overindulging in food is, don't they say gluttony is a 7 deadly sin? I don't want to shame sinners because I'm one of them, where I understand, like, I'll clear my plate. She'll if she has like 12 pieces of steak, let's just say steak, And if she eats 10 and she's like, I'm full, I'll leave the final 2. I'll be like, you're full. You eat that until your plate is cleared. That's what I was raised on. So anyway, I can't. So whenever she's like, not finishing part of her food, I eat it. Well, now that I've been sort of off sugar and carbs, I've lost 10 to 12 pounds this month. I'm about to go on a little vacation. I'm going on the taste testing for my fall wedding. So I'm going to be eating all of the food. So I'm not going to hold myself to that standard every day, but it's very hard for me to learn moderation. And with alcoholism, some people can't learn moderation. Some people can. The whole AA system's like, it's all of it gone. And some people can learn that they can, California sober, like they don't drink, but they smoke a little weed or whatever. Everyone's different. But if you're California sober and you don't drink, but smoke a little weed, but then if you smoke a little too much weed, that makes you want to have a drink, then maybe you have a problem. So everybody's different. I'm just, for fear of getting this wrong, I'm being overly redundant here because I want everyone to know that it's up to you to learn what your triggers are, your unhealthy behaviors. And if you want to change, I support that. And if you don't, then I support that too. You know what I mean? Just try not to hurt other people in the process. So let's see what else she posts. She posts the thing about not drinking. I haven't had a sip of alcohol in 11 months. And then she posts, also listen to your body. That anxiety is telling you you are not okay. It's because you are not okay. When I stopped drinking, that was the second part. When I stopped drinking, I did it cold turkey and I almost died. I had severe withdrawals, seizures, and was hospitalized for 3 days. If you want to quit drinking and are scared of the withdrawals, go to the hospital. They will get you through the first few days of it. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't realize that alcoholism has serious, you can die from the withdrawals. So there she is. She says, I thought I was going to be completely different once I stopped drinking. I thought all my problems would go away and my mental health issues would go away. Absolutely none of that changed. The only thing that changed was my physical body health. I wasn't sick anymore. Yeah, well, that's a good thing. So much of your skin can clear up. I don't have, like I said, drinking's not my issue, but just getting this stupid water bottle with a timer on it. I know people love it when I share this. It's like $10 on Amazon. I'm not trying to link it. I'm not an influencer yet. Get my skinny tea, but just drinking a lot of water. I've spent my whole life being so underhydrated. The more water I drink, the more I'm like, I'm not actually hungry. I just was thirsty because I drink a lot of coffee. If you didn't know, breaking news. All right. So, Demi says, I'm saying this to say that addiction is often covering up something else. The problem wasn't just that I was addicted to alcohol. The problem was that I was living with an undiagnosed disability and PTSD and was using alcohol to self-medicate the anxiety and depression. Yeah, anxiety is a wicked one. It's a wicked one out there. I think I surely get anxiety. Oh my gosh. I was just sharing this with my Patreon. I mean, if you want to join the Patreon, today's episode ain't the one. It ain't the one because I was going off just on how bummed I am that I've been putting myself in an unwinnable situation when it comes to how much food I'm putting on my proverbial plate with my to-do list. I've created my new channel, The Dave Neal Show. I've got the Bachelor Nation News. I'm making 5 videos a day and trying to do stand-up comedy and be a good fiance and plan a wedding and build a gym in the back. And, do you think this hair comes without a little bit of work? I'm just kidding. I actually roll out of bed like this. The hair is the only thing I got. And my other addiction is my cowlick. But anyway, so the point being is that I've not every day I can live up to the expectations I set. And when it comes to addictions like alcoholism or whatever, a food addiction or whatever it may be, I think it's important to realize you just need to worry about today. You need to worry about today, and tomorrow you'll worry about tomorrow. Anxiety can become a fear of something that hasn't happened yet. Right? And anxiety is like worrying about something that is out of your control, and learning that you don't have to be all right, I need to be sober for the next 10 years. No, if you need and intend to be sober, you need to be sober right now. You need to worry about right now. And the same goes for whatever your addictions might be. Now, not everyone, wants to face them. I know when I talk about my eating problems, it's triggered a lot of people. And we live in one of the more unhealthy countries in the world. And it's a product of capitalism. It's a product of unhealthy food and corporations chalking corn syrup, which is subsidized by the government. Our tax dollars pay for our love handles, right? It's all a part, and of course, the these unattainable images that we see. I've recorded a video on body diversity and size that we'll be releasing next week, right before the premiere of the show, where I had an interview with my friend Jenna from Date Card Pod. So we'll get more into that there. But addiction comes in different ways, and people look at Demi as this like hot-mouthed villain, say it as it is, but she's on the inside her own worst enemy, as we all are, her own worst critic, as we all are, telling ourselves we're not good enough, we should be trying harder, we should be all these different things. So we need to be kinder to the child within, is what I would say. Anyway, so here's Demi. Let's just see what she's saying on her stories today.
Just because I look like America's Next Top Model does not give you permission to approach me, to talk to me, to think that I want to engage in small talk. That's a rich assumption, just because I am the most stunning person you have seen today. To assume I'd want to talk to you, that's rich.
My son is extremely
All right, hold on. Okay, turn that off. Okay. That was fantastic. We're going to save some of this other content for a later date. Anything else?
I bought these shoes years ago.
Okay, that's it. That's all we got. You know, sometimes we think we have more to a story and sometimes we don't. That's it for the Demi story. You might get another video out of me. You might not. I might just go sit in the backyard and enjoy the sun. I don't really know where my day's headed, but I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. If you don't hear from me, I will be reporting live from several different countries. God willing, if my flights make it off the ground here, I'll be in Mexico and the Bahamas in the following week. I've got Bahama Dave is going to be a mood. Trust me on that. And the old Acapulco Thunder will be, that's not a phrase, will be a ton of fun too. So if you catch me in a stripped down studio, that is, it is because I'm on the road and I will be sharing some of the behind the scenes of the wedding tasting, the menu tasting on my Patreon. So appreciate all the support over there. Patreon.com/Dave Neal. Be your best version of yourself today, or at least try for that. And don't be too hard on yourself if you don't achieve it. That's okay too. It's only a Friday. We'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.